President Trump and I have been delivering results for the people of Indiana every day. But Hoosiers deserve to know it's no thanks to Senator Joe Donnelly. When it came time to cut your taxes, Joe voted no. Repeal and replace Obamacare, Joe voted no. Even when the time came to confirm Justice Brett Kavanaugh, Joe voted no. Indiana, it's time to vote no on Joe.
Well, let's take those topic by topic as we can get through them.
Sure.
Taxes, you did vote no on the cuts. The economy, by most measures, appears strong right now. Unemployment is low. Other indicators are strong. Would you vote no again?
Oh, absolutely. And by the way, I respect the Vice President, but I would vote no again because if you just saw, Mitch McConnell just said yesterday that our deficits are exploding. And that's what I said when this vote came up. Our economy was strong before the tax cut vote. Our employment was strong before the tax cut vote. What this did was explode our deficit by over $2 trillion. And that's going to be paid by our children and our grandchildren. And so this caused us to be in a position where it made it much more difficult for us to be able to move forward on other projects like medical research. And if you heard, this was Mitch McConnell's tax bill. The very next day after the bill passed, Paul Ryan said publicly, he said, our deficit has dramatically increased. Now we have to cut Social Security and Medicare. That's been their plan. I fight for Social Security and Medicare every single time. And so what this was about, Mike Braun got a wheelbarrow full of cash. $37 went to the very, very richest for every $1 that went to working families. That's why I voted against it.
Let's talk about the possibilities here, because we could see a Congress that stays entirely red. You could have one House of Congress go blue, the other red. Any number of things are in play. Could both be blue. If the opportunity to repeal the cuts comes up, would you do that?
Well, my job is to grow the economy, and that's what we'll do. That's how you start to reduce this deficit, is by growing the economy and keeping spending at a very careful level. That's how you start to do this.
Second issue that we saw in the commercial, the Vice President mentioned health care. Huge issue for you in the campaign. You mentioned it a moment ago. From this chair, in the current situation, and most of those configurations I just mentioned, it's hard to see how anything gets changed one direction or the other in terms of a further repeal and replacement of the Affordable Care Act or something that edges back toward what it was. As a senator who would be in a position to possibly make those decisions, is it realistic to think that something will happen in the next 2 years?
Well, I was part of a group of 31 senators that put programs in place that would have significantly reduced our premiums, which would have made health care more affordable. It's important to know that Mike Braun, right now, as we're sitting here today, supports a lawsuit that would take away coverage for pre-existing conditions. That lawsuit, which the Indiana Attorney General is also part of, would end coverage for pre-existing conditions, would reimpose caps so that there's a maximum limit of health care you can get in your lifetime. I was the deciding vote to help save health care, and that's what's critically important, is that all of our families can get basic, decent health care at a reasonable cost.
To the question, with the president in place and knowing where he feels and stands on this, is it realistic to think something could happen in the next 2 years?
Absolutely, because I've been found to be the most bipartisan senator serving in the United States Senate. And I've worked with the president on issue after issue after issue. And I stand ready to help him, to help make sure that we can get this across the finish line. We have programs like cost sharing, which were in place and were ended by executive order, that 31 senators, I was one of them, have come together to put a plan that we can pitch to the president. Hopefully he'll see it and see it makes sense and have that done.
Let's return to that issue of the president and where you stand on some of the positions that he holds in a little bit. First, though, third topic that was in that commercial, the Kavanaugh nomination, bruising on both sides by all accounts. You waited longer than most to decide. In the end, you said it came down in many ways to temperament. Temperament aside, when you looked at his judicial record, was that the kind of nominee that you like? Would he have gotten a yes vote had he not had that testimony at the end?
Well, I've tried to do all of the judicial nominations the same way. With the Supreme Court, Justice Gorsuch, who I voted for, President Trump's first nominee, I go over the temperament, the impartiality, the qualifications, and then meet with the judge personally, spend time reviewing his court decisions and speeches that he or she has given, and then watch the testimony. And so the Judge Kavanaugh who met with me was very different than the Judge Kavanaugh at the committee hearings. With Justice Gorsuch, the justice that I met with was exactly the same. And so my main concerns were about temperament and about impartiality. But I want to also say I'm very, very hopeful that he'll do a good job. And, you know, we have to all come behind him and support him at this point.
All right, that's 3 topics in, many more that we can discuss.